What is going on, you guys? It's Suspect here, bringing you guys a brand new YouTube video, and today I kind of wanted to address something that I get asked a lot by some people that I know in real life, some peers that have asked me already, and some people on social media have also asked me a couple questions, and you know, they're brand new to Call of Duty, and you know, one of those questions, and there's three of them really, but the first question, and the one that I get asked the most, is how is it that I get so hyped easily in game? Now, I'm not here to say like I'm some crazy pro or I'm the best at the game or anything, but I do feel like I do have some skills that I can share with other players and newcomers to Call of Duty that can help them improve their game or make it easier for them to transition into the game. Now, one thing that I absolutely do love in this game is hardpoint. I absolutely love hardpoint in this game. And it's just, it really pumps me up. I enjoy respawn game modes way more than I do search and destroy. And one of the things that I do in order to hype me up is I actually listen to some music. Now, I don't blast it out loud in the speaker because obviously I don't want anyone around me getting annoyed, much less my teammates, because I don't want the mic to pick it up and I don't want it to interfere with their in-game sound, because a lot of the pros and a lot of competitive players don't listen to music at all because they feel like you can still sound whore, and you can, and you know, that's understandable, but it's a personal preference for myself that I actually listen to music. And of course, if my teammates don't prefer it, they're not going to want to listen to it, and it's not even going to sound as good as what I'm listening, how I'm listening to it. So the way I do it is I'll put strictly Apple earphones in through my ear because they don't go all the way in. Sound still seeps through because they're not soundproof, and I put them in, I put my headset on top of it, and that way I can still listen to the game a good amount, and I can still hear my teammates, and I can listen to my music. You guys can pretty much put whatever it is that you want. If you like dubstep or pop music or rock music or anything, it doesn't matter. And it just it's honestly like a switch. I hear like the drop come in, and then boom, I start yelling and I start doing my thing, and it really does help me out a lot. And also, whenever you are hyped up in game, it brings a lot of positive thoughts onto the team. And the reason for that, for me, is that because I'm the captain of my team. I'm the in-game leader of my team. And for you to be a leader, you have to set a really good example for the people that are following you, for the people that you're leading. Because if you're going to be grumpy, mad, negative all the time, no one's going to want to listen to you. No one's going to want to follow you. So I try and stay positive as much as I can in this game. I try to inspire my teammates as much as possible. And I truly feel like it does work. From time to time, I feel like it does work. And I just try and keep that feeling up. It pumps them up a lot of the times. I know J-Wo and I, whenever we would used to team, we would compliment each other really well, because it would either take for him to hype up and I would be affected by it, or vice versa. And then after that, it was just like, it was really hard to stop us, to be honest. Yes, I know there's might be some of you guys that'll be like, oh, take on any pro team and see if they can stop you. No, you know what I mean. And another thing that I get asked is, how is it that you stay so positive in game even after so much crap that goes on in the game? And so the way I see it is that you have to have control over a situation. If you didn't have control over a situation, if you have lag or you have anything like that, you know, there's not much you can go ahead and do about it. But you really have to try and just accept the fact that it's Call of Duty. It happens. It's going to happen at some point. And just, I know if it happens at like the finals of a tournament or a really important round, you know, it's gonna affect you and you're gonna get pissed, and I completely understand you. But it's hard to bounce back with negative thoughts. Now, let's say it's 4-4 and it's a 1v2, but the both of you lag, so now it's you're down 5-4. If you're bitching and you're getting mad and you're just whining about how you just lagged, that negative thought isn't going to help you tie up the round and force around 11. So that's the way I see it. Just, if it's not over, don't let it kill you. Also, be willing to learn, because a lot of the times, even if it's not lagged, a lot of the times it is in control of a lot of the players. So you should be able to have control of it as much as possible. And if you messed up, if you choke, you choke. You have to learn from your mistakes. And that's a big reason why beginner Call of Duty players, they don't stick around, or they end up quitting, because they aren't willing to learn from their mistakes. They're not willing to fix it. So it makes it harder for them to improve. It's harder for them to see improvement because their attitude just completely comes off from it. And you know, if you're not willing to learn, if you're not willing to fix your mistakes, you know, then how is it that you're gonna learn? Like, if you crash into a fence because you didn't turn left, I mean, next time you're obviously going to turn right because the fence isn't there. And if you're going to be that guy who's hard-headed and you're going to continue turning left because you feel like going left is the right way and keep crashing into the fence, you're not going to get anywhere. I know that's a really weird analogy, but I feel like it makes sense. And of course, if you're staying positive for your team, I feel like positivity is, if not the biggest factor that comes into play whenever you are in a competitive team, because the more positive things that you think, the more positive things come to you. If you think negatively, it's going to come negative off to you. And it's just going to make things harder for you to accomplish as a team. You really all just want to have like the good vibes, the good feelings, and just pretty much just go on from there. Also, how do you improve your game? Now, you improve by playing, and you keep playing. I mean, if you get 6 soda and a one and done S&D, you suck it up and you keep going. I know it's gonna piss you off, but you keep going. And if you want to take a break, take a break. But point is, you have to play a lot. You have to familiarize yourself with other team strategies. You have to familiarize yourself with the game and know how it feels. Feel it out. And that's pretty much how you're gonna know, is if you play for a long time and you play effectively. You play teams that are harder than you. You play teams that you know are going to help you get good practice in a certain game mode. Like, if you have a couple of friends that are better at uplink than you, practice with them, because you can then try and beat them because they're better than you, and that's going to make you a better uplink team. And then after you become better than them, you move on to the next team that's better than you, and you just keep learning from there. Also, like I said already, be willing to fix your mistakes. A lot of people don't see this as a big deal. They kind of brush it off and say, oh, I hear this all the time. Yeah, because it means something. Learn to fix your mistakes to become a better player. If your team in a search and destroy, and you know you're up 3-2 or whatever, and they tell you as soon as you get a kill, fall back to us for cover. Okay, you move up mid-map, you get a kill, and instead of moving back, you go push the spawn, get killed, and then you get mad? Why are you gonna get mad if your teammates tell you to fall back if you knew that was gonna happen? And people proceed to keep doing it. And, you know, it's just be willing to learn and know that if later after that incident, be like, okay, I'll get a kill and fall back. And then you just learn from there. Also, find dedicated teammates. I've had lots of cases where I stick with very negative people, very undedicated people, and it really does affect your game and the way you see the game. And it really affects it. Like, if someone backstabs you and, you know, they're no longer teaming with you, that's going to really set it off for you and be like, no, I don't want to play competitive Call of Duty anymore. And the last tip I can give you is watch the pro scene. Yes, pro players have like videos that they put out saying like, hey, you know, do this, do that, do that. Okay, they can say that, and I'm not saying they're misleading, but it's better to watch their game and learn from there. It really, really is, because you see how they truly act in the middle of the situation, how they truly behave, how they truly talk, and it's just super inspiring. It's helped me out to watch the pro scene for a long time now, and it's super helpful, and I really recommend it for you guys. So they're now on Twitch with the COD World League, and well, that's really helpful. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys learned something. If you did, make sure to leave a like, rating, subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, I hope to be putting out more content like this pretty soon. So I'll be catching you guys later.